Welcome to Violet Light Tarot. This is the Sagittarian reading for August of 2020. This is for all Sagittarians. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course cross-watchers are also always welcome. Please note this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Please don't try and make anything fit. It doesn't work out well that way. If you need a personal reading or would like a personal reading with regard to your own energies and what's going on with you specifically for August, please check out the description below. There's a link to the store for purchase. So Sagittarians, we're going to do your reading. I realize it is a bit more like a mid-August reading. Thank you so much for your patience. So thankfully, Sagittarians, you're known for that, and I greatly appreciate that. It's been quite a couple of weeks here, but again, thank you. This is your reading, your energy, not my life story. So let's get into this for you. How have you been so far? Let's find out. And look at that. I can't even do that if I tried. That's you guys. So Temperance is your first card. So you are yourself this month, which is amazing. Always good to be yourself. Absolutely. Never let anybody ever tell you differently. You are perfect, genuinely amazing in who you are. You have the Five of Swords as well, so a bit of an internal conflict going on, a bit of an overthinking moment as well. So you're having patience, but you're having a bit of overthinking while you're waiting, is what I'm seeing. We've also got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So something in your energies for you this particular month of August, the Knight of Pentacles is regarding a message that's supposed to be coming forth for either finance, a move, a new job, something like that. Something to do with basically your 3D life, and it's been delayed for whatever reason. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, oddly enough, usually is the slowest moving knight. Now, it's kind of funny because in this particular deck that we have here, it actually shows the knight walking, like he's starting to move. Now, normally the Knight of Pentacles is on the horse, and the horse is standing still. It's the one where the horse's leg isn't even up. Nothing's moving at all. But in this case, the guy's walking, and the horse is behind him, kind of following him along. It'll still be slow-moving energy coming towards you, or slow-moving energy that's currently been a little bit delayed, because the guy's not even on the horse walking. He's walking, and 2 legs are not better than 4. You have the Ace of Swords upright to clarify your Temperance card. So it's a truth that's come to you that's got you in your patient state. Let's find out a little bit more about this, because whatever this truth is, whatever this thing you've discovered, and again with this deck, because it's coming like it's almost a download right into the brain, I'm seeing this is something that you've kind of come to on your own. I don't see this as something that's come to you from outside. I see this as something that you've worked out. Oop. And you have the Moon card clarifying for the Five of Swords, which absolutely no contest makes a ton of sense. And that the Moon card talks about, of course, reflection, introspection, and again, being in your head the same way the Five of Swords does. So you've really been reflecting on something. I don't know if it's something from the past. For some of you, it's probably something that happened previously. It could be something to do with something that's happening currently, and it could be something in the future. It's a collective. It's hard to tell. But whatever it is, it's causing a delay in this forward-moving motion with regard to your whatever happens to be the messenger offer of a new job, a new home, a new financial endeavor, which is clarified by the Hermit. Being the Hermit, I'm seeing this as having a lot to do with your home life. This is really funny because I know used to know, I should say, used to know a Sagittarius, and this would fit them perfectly. Anyway, sorry. Again, your reading. So you've become patient because of, and you're kind of on pause in your own self because of a truth that's sort of been downloaded to you, something that you've discovered, something that you've come across on your own, an enlightenment, so to speak. But unfortunately, this has now got you really, really overthinking and really, really in your head about things that happened in the past, because it does have that reflection. It's kind of making you reconsider things that have happened previously, and it stopped you, and it could, this message that was supposed to be moving forward in some way that's being paused, it could be you that was trying to start a new investment or trying to get in contact with moving to a new location or something, or wanting to start a new job, and literally you applying for that new job is what's actually been put on hold, because you're currently a little bit stuck in your hermit mode. You're stuck in your calmness, which is nice, but at the same time, you're very much. It's really strange because usually, Sagittarius, you are not one to overthink in any way, but this has really got you in your head in such a way that's completely foreign to you. And whatever this truth that's come towards you, whatever this light that you've discovered or realized, it's really it's got you on pause right now. So let's find out if we can find a healing card for this with regard to your crystals. Let's see what we can find for you. Nope. No. Sorry guys, I only do one card for these just because sometimes the energies from the crystals, it's not that they don't mesh well necessarily, it's just that they can contradict, and it's kind of like, oop. It's like the idea of starve a cold, feed a fever. Okay, well, what if you have a cold with a fever? It's like, what do I do now? Okay. Marvelous. Okay. You have the black tourmaline, or the first card of the deck as well, so the number 1 is on there, and also a border that is purple, which is very much the card of, or the color of the third eye chakra, so intuition. Again, more with regard to the downloads that you're receiving right now. And again, that now that I've said the word download, that really does look like that. If you happen to be somebody who's going through some kind of awakening or some kind of leveling up, what do they call it? There's a term for it, and a lot of people have been going through it lately, which maybe some of the people that are hearing this, they call it a dark night of the soul. Now, I don't see anything here that really tells me dark night necessarily, because those can really, really flip your switches. Like that's at times that's just, who am I? Like why am I actually here? You think you know one thing, and all of a sudden your entire world just goes flip, and you're just like, wait, what? But it's not like a tower moment. It's like spiritually, it's like internally you've always wanted to do one thing, and all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you're just not into it anymore. You find yourself being bored with like everything you're doing, not having any interest in whatever you have. I know I'm describing depression, but it's not necessarily a depression, because it'll be sudden, and it'll go away just as fast, and you're just like, what? What just happened? but yeah, it literally is, it's a leveling up. It's, those dark nights of the soul are basically like clearing out your attic is what it is. But yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked by my own babbling. The Black Tourmaline is a card of protection, which is amazing at this time because it really is a time that you're going to need that as well, because with your with the introspection and with all the downloads you've been getting, I just tapped the mic, so if you heard something weird, that's what it was. But yeah, it's going to be very much like trying to keep yourself in neutral, which I think is why you're very much right now staying with your patients, which is amazing. But whatever it is that you're going through, the Black Tourmaline really helps you to stay neutral and to really get to that point of freedom, to like strengthen your protection, keep you as balanced as possible. So while all this is going on, while this overthinking is going on, I will bet you, Sagittarius, that anything that you have had no one in your family, no one in your circle, no one that you have been talking to has even pinged to the fact that you are in any way undergoing any kind of transformation, undergoing any kind of difficulty, or, you know, being a little different or a little quiet, a little reserved. No one has noticed because, first of all, Sagittarians, you're used to being very, like, you can compartmentalize pretty well. But you're able to sort of keep it all sort of inside and still progress and still move on with your day. At night when you're in your room or in your home alone or whatever your situation is a little different of a story. But with others out there in the world, I'm guessing that no one has even noticed that this is happening for you, which is a shame. And it can be very, very much, it can leave you feeling very lonely and very alone when that happens, because you feel like your entire system is just going on overload, and you're like, why doesn't anybody see this? And I'm speaking from experience when I say that, because I have been through a lot of moments like that, where it's just like, why does no one notice? Why are these people just walking past me being so happy and, you know, what have you? And you're going through the ringer, and everybody else's day is just going along like it's a Tuesday, you know? Your card, though, which is amazing, your energy card, is the number 28. It's the victory card. This is awesome. This is awesome. This tells me that you have so much hope to look forward to for this particular month, that by the end of August, there'll be sort of, I don't want to see light at the end of the tunnel, you know, something. I don't think that necessarily it may, for everyone, I don't think it'll be completely resolved, but you'll start to see that brightness coming out of nowhere. Especially if you're really going through it right now, and you're going through this, like, very, just turning everything over and over and over and over and over, and you're just like, you can't seem to get yourself sort of off that hamster wheel. I think you'll see, like, you know, exit stage left, or, you know, next left, or whatever, that kind of thing. You know, I'm actually trying to mix metaphors, and it's working out horribly wrong. But let's find out what this victory is maybe hindered by, like what shadows may be currently working against you, or something that you might need to work on that will get you, once you work on it, it will help you to go through this to here. Just remember that you are protected, as I said, that the Black Tourmaline is a card that's telling us it's a sign that you are protected, that you are meant to make it through this. So if you're in a stage right now, if you're listening to this and just you're in one of those bottomless moments, you are meant to make it through this. You are protected. You are not, this is not sort of your last battle, as it were, in any respect. Please never think that. If you were even close to thinking that, find somebody, tell somebody, scream it out your window if you have to. Because that's not true in this case. You do have a victory coming, and the victory can just be you waking up tomorrow morning and getting up with a new day. There's a quote that I love, and every time I see it, I have to hit, like, the heart, the like, whatever it happens to be on whatever media type it is. And what it is it's, if all you did today was breathe, that's enough. Like, you're gonna have days like that. People have days like that all the time, and there's got to be somebody that I'm saying that to. So please listen. That there will be days like that, but you do have a victory coming, and you are making it through this. I'm taking the first one because it came out first. The oracle cards in these particular cases are supposed to be ones, so I may know that. So we have a Reshkigal with coercion. So this could be outside energies, people coercing you into, or making you feel like you're being coerced into getting over it already, quote unquote. And it could also be yourself trying to push yourself through. Please note that in times like this, because you are probably new to this may be your first time going through it. Again, like I said, Sagittarians are usually not prone to overthinking. Trying to force yourself to stop overthinking actually backfires every single time. Accepting that you're overthinking, saying thanks, and trying to spin it in a different direction is a lot better than any kind of berating yourself, judging yourself, trying to coerce yourself, bully yourself into changing the way you're thinking. Isn't going to work. Your best bet is to think the thought through to the end, but before the next thought can start, be like, I'm going to stop you right there, and I'm going to think about whatever it happens to be. You can, video games. If you're a Lego person, you can start building Lego. Although building Lego and thinking kind of goes hand in hand because you're not really doing that much. But something proactive, something where you're not able to be in your head and do that at the same time. So yeah, just kind of get yourself into a routine. I hate to say it, but maybe find a hobby. But again, something that's not motor skills only. It has to be something that engages your brain as well, that gets you out of that thinking mode, out of that hamster wheel, and gets you really into that point, and that will help you to get to that victory of getting past this particular moment. And listen to the thoughts too. Engage with them a little bit, just a little bit, because part of why you're overthinking sometimes is because you're not listening to what you're thinking. So your thinkings could be regarding, why didn't I do that? Or why can't I do this? Okay, well, why can't you? Go do a little bit of shadow digging in that respect. Why can't you do that? Well, I never did something. I never finished high school. I never applied for that job. I never, picked up the phone and called that person or texted that person, and now it's too late or whatever. Well, okay, well, why is it too late? How do you know it's too late? People go back to school all the time. If you work during the day, there's night school. People do it. Apply for that job that you always wanted to. Go and do that thing you always wanted to. Call that person that you haven't spoken to. Maybe there was a falling out. Maybe you said something, they said something. Bleh, who knows? And it's, even though it's been like, a month, 2 months, pre-quarantine, 2 years ago, give it a try. You're going to be hearing sirens maybe, so just a warning. Sirens going on outside. They're not for me, don't worry. But yeah, it could be, like I said, it could be, somebody that you have been wanting to talk to, or somebody that you used to talk to all the time, and all of a sudden, like, it's been 2 years and something happened, something big that just didn't, doesn't seem that big anymore, or, you know, doesn't seem to really matter, or did it actually matter enough, or why was it that it mattered enough at that point? And overall, considering how well you knew each other before that, etc., was it really, you know, is there a chance that if you just pick up that phone, if you just text, email, call, and whatever it happens to be, go and see them if you happen to know where they live, and you're able to. Remember, I don't know where certain people are with their quarantine issues. Whatever it is, do it. Just do it. And that could be literally what it is, and that's where your victory is going to lie, is literally making that first step. Take yourself out of the hermit mode that you're in right now, out of the overthinking, by going, okay, and just flip your entire overthinking right on its head, and take yourself out of hermit mode, turn this guy around, and start moving. Like, start moving forward with whatever it is it happens to be. And it can be as simple as, like, you know, like I said, a call, a text, what have you. Look up night school, look up GEDs, look up, you know, whatever it happens to be. See if that company that you always wanted to work for is currently hiring. You know, places are open again. Maybe they're hiring again. Check it out. Find out. But yeah. Anyway, this is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for August of 2020. Thank you again so much for your patience in waiting this long to get your August reading, and also for allowing me to read for you. It's been an honor. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and we will see you again in another reading. Bye for now.